We're at Gleason's Gym in Brooklyn, New York, and this is for the Danny Garcia going up against Ivan Redcash card. It is a WBC welterweight title eliminator fight. It'll take place Saturday, January 25th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. It'll be broadcast live on Showtime, brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. Also in the house, we have Jarrett Hurd, who will be going up against Francisco Santana. And now, let's go to the media workouts.
Not too much of a difference except for the things like going out of town to train and not being at home with a lot of distractions and things like that. And another thing we worked on with my previous trainer is he worked on a lot of conditioning as far as stamina and working through 12 rounds, 12 hard rounds. We just focused on being explosive. We more on that. Now with my trainer, Coach K, we're working on fundamentals. It's not that we didn't have the fundamentals back then, but we kind of forgot about it. We didn't pay as much attention to them, and now we see how important it is. It's not your work ethic and your heart and your will that's going to get you through every fight. Sometimes you got to step back and go back to the basics, and that's what we're doing.
Sure. Got to ask you about the fight this past weekend. What was your take on the Joey Williams fight?
Man, I really don't have no comment on it. You know what I mean? I got to focus on January 25th, so the same thing will happen to me. I mean, you know, it just wasn't his night that night. He bounced back before, so most likely he'll bounce back again.
Going off that, what would a win on Saturday mean for you? Would you want that rematch?
We got to see, man, because, you know, he doesn't have the belts no more, so I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to sit back and wait for our team. You know, who knows what's going to happen, man. I don't really know. Like I said, I've been so focused on just making sure that don't happen to me fight night. I really didn't look past this guy, Francisco Santana.
Can you tell us a little bit about Francisco?
Oh yeah, he's a guy that comes forward. You know, people think this is as like a what you want to call it, a tune-up fight for me, but which it kind of is. I went down to a 10-rounder. It's more of a fight that where I want to see how things work out with me and my new coach in the corner. And but this guy's not. It's like a guy like Rosario who is coming to fight and not just coming to get a paycheck. So I got to be on my toes.
That's all for me.
Hey Jarrett, I have to start off. I know it's always been in there a little bit, but I saw a little bit more defensive slipping, things like that. Like, are we seeing a new Jarrett or a different Jarrett Hurd, I would say?
Yeah. I mean, people saying that it's a new Jarrett. I feel like it's the old me. I'm just getting back to it. You know, if guys see my fight on Showbox New Generation when I fought Frank Alaza, I had defense. I was using my height and range. It's just that me preparing for Aris Laney Lara. At the time, I was developing this pressure style. Like I said, I forgot about the fundamentals and the basics, so now I'm just trying to get back to it.
Are we going to see some slipping, making them miss a little bit?
Most definitely, man. You know, I look back at my fights and it kind of scared me a little bit, man. All the passes we had in the ring, you know, and I look at some of them fights and I'm like, man, them guys wasn't even getting this hit as much as I was in the fight, you know what I mean? And it made me really wake up and say, you know, I'm blessed because I had back-to-back fights of the year. And when you have fights of the year, man, I mean, it's not a one-sided fight. I mean, it's back and forth. So I'm like, man, I don't want to have these fights a year, each and every year, be candidates for that. I want to have one-sided fights and not be so back and forth. So it really opened my eyes that I know it's exciting. I know that's what people like to see, but I got to think about myself and put myself first and my health, and I got to get back to defensively and moving my head.
I just have to ask, because you accomplished a lot in this division. The division is very competitive. How long do you see yourself staying in this division? Just curious, because I heard rumblings that you're going 160. You confirmed that it's not. You're there.
Right, yeah. I was so close. I was this close to become an undisputed, man. You know, I was right there. Of course, I had the hiccup against J-Rock, and that's still a goal of mine that I want to accomplish in the 54 division before I move up. So without that happening, man, I know for a fact that was a bad night for me on J-Rock night. You know, like I said, the team wasn't the team that I thought we had, and it was just a small hiccup, but I know that wasn't me, and I'm coming to get what I'm supposed to be at a #1 spot. Best 154 if I go to 160.
Jarrett, well, over the weekend, when you see, you know, J-Rock losing, you know, does that open your eyes more? Does that mentally, you know, have you more focused going into the fight with Santana? So this doesn't happen to you?
Well, it didn't do anything. I mean, I was always focused. So I know that having this new coach coming off a loss, it's going to be a lot of eyes on me. What he's going to do different now? What it's going to be? What type of Jarrett is going to come to the ring this night? So that was always my focus. I mean, the fight didn't change anything. I always was ready, prepared to go out here and display that the new Jarrett Hurd, the reborn Jarrett Hurd.
Would you say your defense will be your new offense?
No, my offense will always be my offense. I'm not depending on my defense to be my offense. It's just that I was looking to take a few shots just to land mine, and this time going around won't be that way.
Not necessarily being the biggest name opponent, but do you feel like this is the biggest fight of your career, just from what you have to prove and to shut everybody up, basically?
Yeah, every fight from this point on is the biggest fight in my career because I'm trying to become a legend, man. I'm building my legacy. So at the end of the day, no matter who I face, it's always a big point in my career.
What do you want people to walk away from Saturday saying about Jarrett Hurd?
Man, I just want you to say that, like I said, just because I fell back don't mean I fell off. Like I said, I had this small hiccup in my career. It was a bad night. No excuses, but I know for a fact what I can do on it.
Seeing the fact that it seems that June and you are going to do a rematch later down the line, is there any type of, I don't want to say guarantee, but you can go and fight for these titles, seeing that everyone's PBC, and if you were to request you kind of wanted to fight for those titles back, that it's a little bit easier and it's not any type of contract obligation?
Oh yeah, I guess at the end of the fight he did say something like we will see him again rematch. So I'm guessing he has it. But at the end of the day, everybody knows what we want. We want the belts. That's all fighters. And I'm not trying to sit around at 54. Like I said, I'm trying to become undisputed as soon as possible so I can go up to 160 and conquer more things. So hopefully I can have it sooner or later.
I'm not looking past your opponent right now, but in case Julian's tied up that way, would you be interested in going to the Charlo fight, the fight that everyone anticipated before?
Oh, of course, man. Charlo got the belt too. Listen, Charlo, it's a new WO champion. I want them all, man. I want them all, man. So whoever's up first for the challenge, let's get it.
I was actually, I said 154 pounds division.
Right.
That division of body. And there's folks that are possibly moving up. How you see them faring up there, the big ones that
They should fill out. Well, I know for a fact Earl Spence should fill out pretty good because he's already big for the 147-pound division. But Terrence Crawford should do well too. His skill set is tremendous, man. He's proven himself moving up to 147. So at the end of the day, I feel like if he moved to 154, he take the right fights at the right time and get comfortable with the weight class. He should be good too.
Now, Hart is going to meet up with Canelo in Mexico. He's mentioned highly of you before in the past about having you as an opponent for Canelo. Is that also obviously a fight that presents you?
Oh my goodness, is it? Hey, look, make that happen. Let's get it. Canelo, where you at? I want that. Big time, yeah.
Jarrett, do you see as fighters calling out UFC fighters the problem with the boxing?
Nah, man. I like what they're doing with the sport, man. The YouTubers, the UFC fighters mixing it in. It's all, to me, it's all entertainment. At the end of the day, some people don't like it. Me, I like it because, I tune into it, obviously. So it's all entertainment to me. Like Kristal Shields wants to go over and face you. I like that. So to me, it's okay.
Do you see yourself in that position potentially down the future?
If it makes sense, man, if it's an opponent worthy and if it makes sense on the business side to do it, then of course.
Also, you see Shields and Ali going back at it.
Right.
Do you feel like that's the biggest fight in women's boxing? We can make it happen in 2020.
Well, that's definitely would be the biggest fight in women's boxing. Just because of the platform they're going to put on and the what's on the line. Ali retired undefeated. Kristal Shields is undefeated. They're both battling who's the GOAT. Who's the greatest woman of all time. So that'd be probably the biggest fight in women's boxing just because of that title of the GOAT.
Can I ask you, it seemed like, with your new trainer, we didn't get the full storyline. How'd you guys meet? How'd you choose? And just overall, how do you guys get put together as this team?
Well, Coach K had some great fighters all along. He trained with the Olympic team 2016. He's training with he's working with the guys now here for 2020. And he used to always bring guys over for sparring. So we had a relationship. It was just that, I was, after leaving my previous trainer, I wanted somebody to help me work on fundamentals, you know what I mean? And I was thinking of guys in the area. I wasn't too fond of traveling to train because I trained for 12 years at home. I said, so I need somebody in the area to train with. And Coach K working with all the Olympians, and I seen fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Troy Osley, Keyshawn Davis, all them guys. They're sharp. They're fundamentally sound. So I wanted to go with someone like him, and we already had the connection. We already had the friendship, and I went over there, man. It worked like magic.
How do you see?
If you had your choice, you could pick one person right after this fight immediately, who would you choose to fight
It would be a J-Rock. J-Rock, but like I said, I don't know how things will go. I mean, he did just lose. He might have a rematch loss. I don't know, but y'all know I wanted my titles back all along. Like my coach told me though. He said, "Man, if you go into that rematch in those conditions, I'm not gonna train you." So at the end of the day, it was more being smart. Like I said, worried about myself. I can't let my pride get in the way of not being smart, man. So I had to make a smart decision. I only had about 2 months to train, and it wouldn't work out. So I want to go back into the rematch with J-Rock, but I don't know how things will work.
Jarrett, how do you see next month, Wilder Fury 2? How do you have it?
I'm going Deontay Wilder, but Deontay Wilder cannot do what he did against Ortiz. He can't sit and wait for that one shot. I know Deontay Wilder's favorite line is, they got to be perfect for 12 rounds. So all I got to do is be perfect for 1 second, you know what I mean? So he can't do that with Tyson Fury, and depending on that one shot, he got to put in work, and he come out the win.
Do you think Billy Joe is worthy of being the front candidate for Canelo Alvarez?
Yeah. I mean, Canelo got the best resume in boxing to be. He should be pound for pound #1. At the end of the day, I don't care who else they put on there. Nobody has the resume that Canelo has. And he keeps on fighting worthy opponents back to back to back. Who cares if they say they fight him at the wrong time? He's going up in different weight classes and conquering titles. He's doing his thing, man. He's pound for pound best to be #1 right now. And nobody resume or nobody who's in boxing right now done what he's doing.
Hey, Jarrett, are we going to see the regular tone hair color? Are we going to see something different? And are you going to be singing? Are we still going to see Swift?
Oh yeah, we're still going. Look, Swift ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I told myself this though. The blonde hair won't come back until I get my belts back. You know what I mean? Swift is back. You know what I mean? So as long as I ain't got my belts, I'm gonna be black hair Swift till I get them back.
Jared, you don't have green hair under there, do you?
Oh nah. Hey, look, I had to go with the money green, man. We ain't got no green hair.
All right, no luck
It's
in the
still
Irish.
black, man. Yeah.
Hey, what type of fighter different are we going to see on Saturday? Ideally, after the end of the fight, this is what you've been seeing at Barclays Center. What are we going to see different, man?
Man, you're just gonna see me be me. It's like I said, it's not really gonna be too much different. It's gonna bring back the old me. One thing in my fights I did a lot. I started slow, and I always played catch up. That's one thing we don't want to do either. We don't want to keep trying to play catch up at the end of the day, and we just want to dominate the entire fight.
And I'm sorry if it was already asked and answered, but did you watch the J-Rock fight against Rosario or
Yeah,
no?
yes, I seen it.
And what did you think?
Man, he just had a bad night. It happens. It happened to me. I really don't have no opinion on it. He lost the fight, and hopefully he bounced back.
It didn't probably affect you as far as how seriously you're taking this, because I'm assuming you're a consummate pro. But did it, in your mind, did you say to yourself, okay, well maybe he was looking past this guy?
I don't know. Like I said, those are things you got to ask J-Rock. I don't know if he
Alright.
looked past him. I don't know what he did. One thing he did with me, he trained out of town. He went to, and he was focused. This time he trained here at home, so who knows what was the issue. I don't know.
Well, you would like to fight him next. You're going to deal with this one Saturday, but
Yeah.
Ideally, you would like J-Rock again.
Oh, yeah, man, most definitely. That's my only loss. Like, I want to revenge him, so.
2 more questions, guys.
Jarrett, let's say Saturday you take care of business. Are we going to hear that great voice of yours?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I love that, man. Mr. Get that bag. Hit it one time, we run out. It's Mr. Get That Bag. Yeah.
Get on down, baby.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Gleason's Gym here in Brooklyn, New York. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.